the thing that impresses me most about you is your longevity, right? You've been doing this stuff forever, and you continue to make hit after hit after hit. In October, you were the 4th most streamed artist on Spotify. Personally, I can't stop listening to what's it? So Good.
I'm good.
I'm good, bro. I can't stop listening to it. I love it.
It's everywhere. It's crazy.
No, and you have so many songs like that. We were going through your catalog on the way here. Like, what names? Titanium.
Yeah.
I got a feeling.
Oh my God.
The one
Sexy
the one
Bitch.
Cuddy. Dude,
Memories.
Just so many songs.
He was saying it's the last song.
that you hear at like a bar, every bar, every club, whether it's Live, whether it's, you know, some local place in like Cleveland, Titanium, or the one with Cuddy. Like, it's always those end of the night songs. You're like, get it, because it's just banger after banger.
You're talking about my son. He went to Live the other night. It was like, there was 7 records of yours last night. Like, it's crazy. But you know what's funny is like, so I had different moments, of course, you know, in my life. And there was this moment that I crossed over with all those huge records with like I Got a Feeling and Memories and Sexy Bitch and all those records when Love Takes Over at the same time. And then I was a little bit obsessed with having this pop success because I come more from, you know, festivals, clubs, a little more underground. And that moment of my life was not so happy. Because, you know, when you try to go up and everything is just a happy accident, everything is wonderful. I'm sure you were not expecting to have the career you have. So every time you challenge yourself and it works, you're like, whoa, that's incredible. You know, no, but it's true.
Yeah,
you know, and then when you're on the top, that positive energy turns into the fear of not being on the top anymore. That sucks. And then one day I was like, okay, I don't care about being on the radio anymore. I just want to make music that speaks to my community. I created that sound called Future Rave, and it was really not trying to be commercially successful. And what's crazy is that it's at that time when I decide to not make pop records anymore that I'm having like 3 pop hits at the same time with I'm Good and the record with Black Eyed Peas, Don't You Worry, and another one is bigger in Europe. It's called Crazy What Love Can Do. And it's just like, at the end of the day, people decide. And with music, I think, you know, like, doesn't matter how, like, I'm crazy. I have so much drive. If you hear, you have the same. We're all a bit crazy, you know, trying to beat ourselves. It's like a self-competition constantly. And you know, the day that I started to chill and say, I just want to have fun, a huge success came again. It's crazy.
Why haven't you retired yet?
Well, you know, it's amazing because like I was like, I don't come from a rich background. So, you know, I was obsessed with being safe. And I always felt like, oh, someone is going to knock the door in the morning and say, that was a mistake. You need to give it all back. I swear, I was like really thinking like this.
Yeah.
And then one day I was like, okay, I'm safe. My family is safe. And what am I going to do now? Well, I'm going to do just what I love. And I love DJing. And then because I love being on stage and I love the feeling of playing new music and I love pushing the envelope and coming with new sounds, then I just make music and my motivation is how it's gonna feel when I'm gonna be performing those records on stage, you know? And that's my motivation. What makes me the happiest is DJing. So what am I going to do, you know, in the Maldives on the beach? Like, why?
Hang out, sip a coconut out of a...
But I'm going to be bored. I'd rather be on stage.
Well, the good thing about DJing is you kind of get to do that as well. Like, you get to enjoy yourself while you're doing what you love to do, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why am I going to say, oh, I have enough money to do something that is less fun than my normal working life?
Right.
No.
Well, I have maybe an answer to that, and not saying this is going to happen, and it's also sort of a question, is, you know, I guess, like, how long can you keep going for? And are you worried, is it a concern at all that, okay, the music might change and I might start making stuff that is out of touch and it doesn't get that success that I want anymore. And then you try to push the envelope too far. You try to extend your career to a point where it wasn't the same as it used to be. You
But
know,
it happened to me already.
Wait,
That's a good thing. Yeah, no. I mean, you don't really see it, but it happened. I've been successful. Like I've been a DJ my entire life since I was 14, and you know, but like let's say commercially and globally successful, it's 20 years, 21 years. So like in some years, like in the recent years, I was extremely successful in terms of credibility, but not pop. So you know, it's all a matter of what people consider success. So you would speak to some pop artist 4 years ago, and no one would want to touch dance music because it would be like, oh my God, dance music is dead, you know? And they would think probably I'm not successful, but I was actually killing it, you know, in festivals and you know, we talked about the Future Rave, and your friend Nima is helping us, you know. So all of this, it's all related. Like what is success, you know? For me, I don't really care about people recognizing me in the street. Really, I don't, like zero. I don't really care about fame. What I want is my music to be successful. Like I love that every time I've been on an Uber, they're playing my music every time. It's crazy. And I see those guys, they don't know it's me. And I see them looking at my shows on videos the entire trip. And I'm like, this is crazy. And it keeps happening every single day, you know? That I love. Or just the fact that I'm selling tickets and, you know, I'm selling arenas and that's amazing. But it was never about, you know, I've been a little bit famous by accident, honestly. I'm more like an introvert. So, and it's actually very interesting. I'm discovering in the music industry that, you know, you have like nerdy people that they love, you know, just being in the studio, making beats, and one day they happen to be successful. And you have other people that they're good like you with being like, you know, on the camera, you know what I mean? It's actually two different things, but we are asked to be both. And you know, I'm an introvert that I've learned how to not be an introvert, but deeply I am. It's just that with my life, I had to challenge myself and stop being like this. Otherwise, I wouldn't never be able to be a successful artist. But you know, I know a lot of this, and it's funny, you know, like when I was very young, I got married to an incredible girl. She's like very famous in my country, and she was the star. She was always gonna be the star. I never wanted to be a star. And so I was gonna help her be the star. That was the plan. And then it just happened.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.